Okay guys, I want to try something new, but first let's get this thing rolling. We are projecting an 8mm film, and I've been doing that quite often lately actually on YouTube. Well, not projecting of course, the projecting happens in my home, but I've been putting the results up on YouTube and people seem to like it. So, because even though calming to look at and calming to listen to, the rattling of the projector going drrr, I thought it may be interesting to add a little commentary to what's on the screen. Obviously, I don't know what's on the screen. These are thrift shops. I mean, that's a Renault 5, that's very cute. But these are all thrift shop 8mm films that I found through the years. I have 150 or 200 of them now, and I'm digitizing them bit by bit. I may as well add some commentary. So this seems to be a holiday film. I'm not sure if all of this will be a holiday film. This is the first time I'm looking at it. Many of these films are filmed by people in the Netherlands because they are bought in the Netherlands and then lost. Often you find them amongst reel-to-reel tapes. People think, oh, it must be an audio tape. They put it in their box of reel-to-reel tapes and they lose their precious recordings. Would be nice to find the people who these recordings belong to, but usually you don't. This is a southern European climate by the looks of it, probably Spain or something, I don't know. And I'm wondering, because of the way the image moves, is that a plane? No. That looked very lateral. This is someone who knows how to hold a camera. It actually looks very nice. To digitize all this, I'm using a Silma Alpha 08. Oh, there we go. That's French then. A mountain. What have we here? Was that an NSU? I'm not sure what kind of car that was, but that's definitely 70s, early 70s, based on the car. I'm using a Silma Alpha 08 projector, my Fuji X-T2 camera, with right now a Rode microphone pointed at me, and a Hama telescreen video, tool. This is definitely France. We got a Renault 17 even, rare now, Renault 12, or that's a Peugeot 504, I'm not sure, 403 actually. Renault 6, oh this is so France. Loads of aerial-ish views. I think that's mountains, not aerial, of course. But see, again, it looks quite lateral. It almost looks like he's in a plane or in a helicopter. A village. For the lens, I'm using a Panagore 55mm macro lens with an adapter to Fuji. It's actually a lens for Pentax cameras, but I adapted it to Fuji. This film is very well kept. The colors are nice. And I don't think it was played very much. In case you wonder what the black spots in the beginning are, my projector is dying. It just misthreaded the film. Sometimes it does that, that's quite normal. But then it came out with all sorts of black tar on it, so I think a belt or a roller has deteriorated. So yeah, that's the reason for the black spots in the beginning, and also the reason I shouldn't be using this projector until I fix it. Again, another col. Col are like mountain, I don't know, that's actually... There's a term for that, I'm not sure what it is. But it's definitely French mountains, this. Could be Swiss, by the way. Same language in parts. Looks quite southern European, indeed. I always love seeing old cars in these. First of all, because I love old cars, but second of all, because then you can figure out the date on which the film was recorded. So far, I'm thinking... I don't know, 77, 76, something around that era. Kind of hard to tell, but definitely 70s. There's a dog. I have a dog. That's cute. While I'm looking at this film... Oh, it's a caravan actually. While I'm looking at this film, I'm drinking coffee and eating tangerine, so if you hear me eating, that's correct. These people were obviously happy to be in the mountains. The price of film back in the day was massive. It still is, by the way. So I'm surprised by how long these shots sometimes are. These are actually quite alright, but sometimes you see people film their kids for 3 minutes. Just playing on the beach. Very cute, but also... very expensive. So they must either love their kids very much or have a lot of money. Cool bridge, a very pretty bridge in the valley. I do like that. I do love mountains anyway. There's a certain eerie calm to them. These look like the kinds of road on which the French people would do 90 kilometers an hour. And you are working really hard to do 70 because you're not used to them. Unless you're from a similar... that must be their car, by the way. A similar environment. Being from the Netherlands myself, I have a really hard time navigating these roads as quickly as the French do. And I can safely say that I'm not a bad driver in general, but we're just not used to those mountain roads. Also, the French are not very good at staying on the right side of the road, so it's actually quite tricky. A plateau. There's nothing on this reel. It wasn't a box, let me see. The box says nothing at all. That's exciting. I have no idea. Judging by the stuff that gets filmed, this is definitely not their home, because why would they film their own backyard as much as this? So they must indeed be really impressed with the nature surrounding them. Again, I'm not sure which film I grabbed. I just grab a random film and do this. Col de... Can you read that? Menet? I'm not sure. So they may be interesting, they may not be interesting. This one mostly has mountains, cars and tunnels. And some signs saying where they are, so it should be easy enough to Google. Is that a Fort Taunus? I think so. Châtillon en Diois et Lénonnière. Yeah, this must be the south of France. Everything about this screams south of France, probably close to the Spanish border, but I don't know yet. I should actually Google one of those names when another one comes up, see how far off I am. Dog's happy again, and that's a very cute looking village. I love these streets. Very photogenic. I must say, this guy is doing a good job at capturing it all. That's a Renault, is that the fourgonnette? Not quite sure. A little van. That's a Peugeot 404, definitely. Gorgeous design. I think that's an Italian design, actually. Shop fronts. Just telling you what you can see now, damn it. Rue du Collège. Well, that could be anywhere, to be honest. There's probably a school there somewhere. Finally a 2CV. There we go. An Alpha. Ah, a CX. Okay. Must be late-ish 70s then. That was, I think, was it a Volkswagen? What's that again? Not the Corrado, but the other one. Yeah. Barretta. I meant the Scirocco, the wind indeed. The colors of this film are amazing still. I don't think they played it very much, or if at all. There's no scratches or nothing on it. Telegraph poles. We don't have those in the Netherlands. As soon as I see small telegraph poles, I feel like I'm abroad. Which is funny because I'm 3 houses away from Belgium, so that's happening quite obviously. Ville de Die. Ville de Die. Ah. That doesn't help. Can't find that. Well, I find one in Canada, but this is definitely not Canada. Too many French cars, not enough American. So I don't think that was actually a name for a village. Or is it? France, yes it is actually. Ville de Die? But where is it? I'm watching my phone and the movie at the same time now. Trying to figure out where Ville de Die is. Google Maps doesn't know it, so that doesn't help. I'm just gonna wait for better hints. That looks like a small city. That also looks very Mediterranean, by the way. Again, Italian border, Spanish border, probably Spanish. Wherever this is, I am gonna go there someday because it looks bloody gorgeous. Makes you wonder where these people are now, and if the dog's still alive. No, it won't be. Okay, there is a town called Die in France, so I shouldn't look for Ville de Die. That's just the town of Die. Just to Die. To die for Die. Ah, here we go. Let me see. Was I very much off? No, not too far. It is indeed in the southeast of France, between Lyon and Marseille, near Grenoble. So that's quite close to the Italian border, and close to Monaco actually. So that is the Mediterranean very much. Lovely environment. Actually, that's only like a 7 or 8 hour drive for me. I should definitely go there. I wonder what it's like now. It would be kind of cool to figure out where all this is and then redo this film. But that's a lot of work. More 2CVs and a Renault 16. Very nice. That looks like a ruin of a castle. Because of course, I don't think the Netherlands has enough of that. Partly due to war, partly because they like cleaning up things a bit too much. Barça, Aurel, Nazaire, Saint-Nazaire. Saint-Nazaire, le désert. Ah oui, it's in the mountains indeed. It's a bit more to the east now. Sort of, no, it's exact, no, I'm still in the same spot, sorry, I had to zoom out. No, I am actually spot on, that is indeed close to the Italian border. Not so much to the Spanish ones. I'm happy I said Italian at some point or I would have looked like an idiot now. Which I do anyway. Rock. So, due to, I believe, something to do with rights and privacy and whatever, photo cameras cannot film for longer than 15 minutes, so we have 2 minutes left. I could obviously splice the 2 clips together. If something really interesting happens, I will. If it's more of this, well, we have a swimming pool now, but if it's more of this, I'm just going to leave it at the 15 minutes. Because I think you figured out what's on this film now. It's a holiday in France. And a very pleasant one by the look of it. Not the most exciting footage I've ever seen, but definitely a cute little idea of what these people have been doing in the late 70s. Judging by the quality of the film, they never watched this ever again, maybe once. I hope they had it put on video or digitized at some point. Otherwise, if you know who any of these people are, do let me know, because I do want to reunite them with their clips. Oh, those seats are so 70s, and the cigarettes, of course. There's about 1 minute left on the camera and I think 2 on the film, so we're not gonna miss out on much. I'm still trying to figure out where these people are from. They don't look that Dutch, to be honest. They may be Belgian. I think they may be, yeah. I haven't been able to see a license plate on any of these cars. If they're dark blue, they're Dutch. I'm not sure what Belgian license plates were like in the 70s. Classic caravan. Cheers, people. Looks like you had a great holiday together. I think they used a tripod for this. That's kind of cute. Anyway, clock's ticking. 10 seconds left. Or 12 actually. Film's really almost done. You're not missing much. This was the first attempt at narrating a very uninteresting film. Still hope you liked it. Have a good one. Bye bye.